So welcome. Namaste. Beautiful to see your faces. Tika, Gemma, can't see you, Mari, but hello. Welcome. And just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, roll your shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then just let them drop. Let's do that a couple more times. So breathe in, take your shoulders up. Hold for a minute, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then breathe out. And just feel that resetting here around your shoulder girdle from the day. Let's try that one more time. Breathe in. Hold and squeeze and breathe out. Release and relax. And let's just do a couple of breath of Arjunas, a few. So crossing the arms at the wrist, breathe in, take the arms high. Lovely breath in, pause a moment, and then come down. Feel as if with the in-breath, you're feeling the soles of your feet and the space around your heart. And on your out-breath, releasing the day, releasing what you don't need to take with you. Breathe in, coming into presence in your body, and breathing out, aware of what you're willing to let go of today. And then taking the arms wide. And then breathe out, bring the hands behind you, rest on your fingertips, squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up. And then breathing out, release and come back to center. Give the shoulders a little shake. And just notice this activation happening up the spine and this opening around the heart. Let's try that again. Breathe in, take the arms wide. Breathe out, bring the fingertips behind. Hold. Breathe in and lift the heart, lift the chest. We're squeezing behind the shoulder blades. And then breathing out, come back to your sitting posture and just notice how that feels. If you're anything like me, there's this lovely sense of lift and openness and rebalancing. Any sort of slumping that might have been sneaking into my posture today is totally falling away. So let's try that one more time. Breathe in and take the arms wide. Breathe out, bring them behind, rest on your fingertips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart, lengthen the back of the neck, the crown of the head up to the sky. And breathe out, come back to sitting. And feel yourself sitting in this very erect, dignified, alert, and open-hearted position. And then begin to tune into your body, your breath. As I bring you some focus for our practice today. Welcome, Bernadette. So we began this week another 21-day experience, this time of metta. So we're tuning into metta this week. And so there's the story where the Buddha sends 60 of his monks into the forest to meditate, a Vipassana retreat. So they're going to be there for a long time. But they return after just a few days and say, we can't stay there. There are evil spirits. There's spirits in the forest that are haunting us. And evidently the forest spirits were not happy to be invaded by all these monks. And they pestered them, they haunted them, did some things to make them feel very uncomfortable. And so the Buddha said, you're to go back into the forest, back to your practice of meditation. But this time I'm going to arm you with a powerful weapon. And he gave them the Karaniya Metta Sutta. And in that describes loving kindness, loving friendliness. Metta, from the Pali word, the language of the Buddha, means goodwill, warmth, friendliness towards others, towards anything. And so I instructed them to go back to their practice, but to twice weekly to send metta, to send friendliness to the forest spirits. So they did this. And eventually this transformed the spirits into protective angels who looked after the monks and kept them safe in the deep, dark forest. So metta is a practice that allows us to turn towards that which is difficult in our lives with a courageous heart, to stay and be present for what is. As Eckhart Tolle says, accept whatever is happening in your life as if you had chosen it, because it's here. Meet it. And the Buddha would say, meet it with metta. And so I invite you to bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. And as you do so, I want you to think of someone that you love. Could be a pet, could be a person that it's really easy to love. And as you tune into these feelings of love for this person or pet, notice a sense of warmth. How do you experience love and friendliness and goodwill towards this being? Feel yourself awakening metta within you. It's already there, and we can strengthen it. Strengthen it with our practices. So as you feel a little bit of metta now, hopefully within you, feel that heart space that is your true nature. I'd like you to dedicate your practice today to something that is difficult for you in your life. It could be thoughts, negative thoughts, a harsh inner critic, thoughts, patterns that recur again and again. It could be a life situation right now that you are struggling with, feelings of stress or worry or overwhelm. It could be a relationship that you're in right now that is causing you stress and worry. Whatever it is that is difficult for you right now, think of this as the forest spirits. And the Buddha has sent you back in to meet this with presence and with metta, loving friendliness. So I'm going to remind you again and again to remember for what you're dedicating your practice, and to tune into feelings of open-heartedness and courage. So repeating that now 3 times in your heart. I dedicate my practice tonight to what forest spirit that's in your life. And then as we come into our practice, affirming to this which you have dedicated your practice to, may you be well. May you be at peace. May you be well. May you be at peace, whether it's a person or a situation or a thought. Lovely. And then breathing in, take the arms high. Breathing out, spread them wide. And we're going to come to standing and practice the Drew Energy Block Release 3 sequence, which is very specifically a heart opener. I'm just going to change my screen for you. And come to standing. So stand, feel your feet on the ground. Bring your weight forward and back, tuning into the feel of your feet on the earth. Scrunch your toes on the earth and claim this spot. Press into the earth. Stand with courage. Stand with strength and confidence. I am meeting that which is here in my life with presence and courage. May you be well. May you find peace. And then bringing the hands to the heart, with the sky above me and the earth below, I acknowledge the sacredness of this moment and of that which is plaguing me right now. This is my space for growth. Breathe in, take the arms high. Breathe out, follow your right arm around, look towards it, bend the knees as it comes down as much as it's comfortable for you, and then breathe in, rise back up. Breathe out, follow the left arm around, bend the knees, press the big and little toes down, stand with awareness. So keep going in this way, like a windmill, one hand coming down like the blade and then up. And you might like to imagine that you're standing in a pool of pure, clear water that represents the purity of love, of connection, that can wash over you and cleanse you. So you dip into that pool as your hand comes down, and as it comes up, it trickles down your arm and down your body, purifying your intention, clearing that which is not serving you, so you can stand in the light of your own presence. Last time. And then breathing out, hands come down in front, palms facing forward. If you need to adjust your shoulders, give them a little wiggle. Turn the right palm to face you. And then open the palm as far as it's comfortable. Follow it. Press the big toes down so the hips stay anchored. And then come forward. And it's an in-breath as you open. So turn the right palm forward, the left palm towards you as you open. And back with the out breath. And now imagine that in your hand, you have a mirror. And you're looking into that mirror, and it's reflecting back to you your true nature of presence, of courageous, heart-filled presence, of loving kindness, of deep calm and peace. Whatever life brings. And remember, you're dedicating this practice to whatever is difficult in your life right now. And so as you practice, this energy is flowing out to that part of your life. And now breathing into the heart. Palms come towards the heart, and then palms face away as you breathe out. Anahata breath, the heart chakra breath. Breathe in and out. So gather what you need. What is it you need in order to return to the forest with presence and courage and love? Maybe connectedness to the friends and family that support you. Maybe more sleep, more time for stillness. Breathe that in. You know what you need. And breathe out all that's not serving. Maybe it's thoughts of why me, being a victim. Maybe it's accusing thoughts of who's put me in this position. Let go of what's not serving. Breathe into the heart. And now bring the elbows down. The hands are holding a golden ball of metta. Breathe in and expand that just slightly. Breathe out, bring it back. This is a breathing exercise, an energy exercise, prana. Open a bit more with each in-breath. And without each out-breath, hold this golden ball of light, of love, of presence, of kindness at your heart. And feel how you can expand that with each in-breath. Just as in your life, you're able to expand your capacity to be with what is and to hold it with love and friendliness. We know this happens with loving kindness meditation. We can see it in brain imagery. The architecture of our brain changes as we practice regularly. We become more compassionate, more empathetic to ourselves, to others. It improves our health. And now slowly bring the hands a little bit closer in with the in-breath, not quite so wide, and back to the heart with the out-breath. As we come in, this always reminds me I can expand, I can grow, but there's also times that I need to just come back to center, to let that love condense, to feel strong within my own heart for me. Hold that golden ball. Affirm to yourself, I have a strong, still center. And then taking the right arm high, the left arm down towards the earth. Extend. This is a heaven and earth stretch. Press your feet into the earth. Press the crown of the head to the sky. And breathe out. Come back to the heart. Extend the left arm up, the right arm down. Breathing in, breathing out. Come back. Clearing the energy channels around the heart. The lower arm connecting us to the earth. You stay grounded and present. That connects you with deep, stable roots as you meet life's challenges, this challenge. The upper arm connects you to the sky. So if you're a tree, this is your branches, where all of life challenges are helping you grow. Doesn't mean we want them. Doesn't mean we necessarily attracted them. It's just part of those 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows. And we have the choice to fight against it or to meet it with courage and strength and the light of our own loving presence. And then bringing the heels of the hands together. Slowly bring the palms together, meet the base of the fingers, bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Remember this challenge in your life you're holding as you step your right leg back. We're coming like into a warrior position here. And you're turning to face over the left leg, a little bit of bend through the knees. This is going to be archer pose, the palms facing forward. Look in front of you with a really steady gaze, like you're staring at a target in the distance. That is you meeting this challenge with calm presence and empowerment. Breathe in, draw back on the bowstring, squeeze those shoulder blades together, just like when we started our practice today. Open that heart and then let it go. See that arrow flying to meet its mark. This is me meeting these forest spirits, going back into the forest with presence, with kindness, standing firm in who I am. And then the hands come down. Let yourself come into a wide leg forward fold. And just sway here a moment over your legs. Let yourself relax into this. After all this effort and focus, just let yourself be. Your seaweed under the ocean. And you're just letting the tides take you. Head is soft, neck is soft, face is soft. Legs are as bent as you like, swaying side to side. Enjoying the feel of the tides of life, the in and out of each day. And then breathing in, rising up, take the arms to the sky. Stretch up, breathe out, open wide. This time we have our right leg in front, our left leg back. Hands forward, knees are slightly bent. So we're in warrior position, but not deep. And then breathe in. Take that left arm back. See that target. This is me, centered, strong, confident, loving. See the arrow flying to that target. This is me meeting my life challenges. Remembering who I am. This is what it looks like when I know I'm enough to meet what life brings. Coming back to center. Once again, fold in this wide leg forward fold. Fingertips to the earth this time. Take the right arm up as you breathe in. Press the earth away with the left. Have a lovely twisty stretch. You can play with the angles and how far and where your arm sits. And the arm comes down. Breathe in, left arm lifts. What feels good? Sway into the inner thighs. Play with where the head sits. Come back down, lift the right arm again. Legs are straight, legs are bent. What feels good? Sitting in stillness, finding some movement. Breathing in, taking the left arm high. Moving, swaying, playing, noticing. And the arm comes down. And then you're going to come down into a low lunge with that right leg back. Just need to move this so you can see. So right leg's back, left leg's forward. You can keep it closer underneath the hips to accommodate your own level of stretch in your hip flexors. Just pause here a moment and have a little wiggle side to side. Open up through the chest, the arms. Breathe in, take the arms high. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathing in, open wide, open the arms wide and fold forward. Breathe in, open and flow down. This time let's make it a twist. So stretch up to the sky and take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Breathe in, lift, and then take the left hand to the inside of the left knee, twist to the right. Breathe in, twist to the left. Letting the breath be cleansing, clearing. Lovely. And then stay here, and you're going to take the right arm behind and up on a diagonal. If that's not good for your shoulder, just keep it lower or keep it down below the shoulder. You find what's good for your shoulder. The left arm supporting you to open into this really beautiful twist. And then the palm extended upward as if you are gathering in golden light to help empower you. Maybe this is the light of whatever spiritual beliefs you have, the light of the sun, the light of love, the calm of the Buddha, the love of Christ, whatever it is. Hold that in your arm, hold that in your hand. Breathe in and send it forward. This is for me. This is for that situation in my life. Breathe in. Breathing in. Lovely. And then take the hands down. Bring yourself back into child's pose. Lay back. Bottom coming to the heels. Arms extended. Head coming towards the floor. Soften with each exhalation. Child's pose reminds us to approach life with beginner's mind. Each day is new. Each day I awaken, I am a new person. There are new possibilities, new choices. Meeting what is with curiosity. And then rising up into cat position and 5 cat-cows. Breathing in and out. Maintaining flexibility in the spine, which reflects our flexibility of choosing how we are in each moment. Releasing blocks along the spine. Knowing that prana, life energy, channels itself. The major channel is up and down the spine. So the health of our spine is so related to the health of our whole being. Lovely. And then rising back up. And this time our right leg's forward. And our left leg comes back into this runner's lunge, Pramasana. And so breathe in and lift. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, lengthen. Check in with that left knee. Is it far enough back to have a stretch, or is it too far back? Is it straining? You can bring it closer underneath the hip. Breathing in and now twisting to your right. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Breathing in, rise up again. And twist to the left. Doesn't this feel delicious at the end of the day? Breathing in to the right. The feel of these long, deep breaths, maybe the longest you've had today, and this opening of the body. Lovely. And now you're going to take this left arm behind, up on a diagonal if you can, if that's okay for your shoulder. Gather in golden light. Let it represent whatever it is that heartens you. Breathe in and throw it forward. This is to the vision of me, standing in the forest with courage and strength, meeting what is, and knowing that how I choose to be transforms my world from the inside out. One more. Lovely. And then the hands come down, come into a standing forward bend. Let yourself sway side to side here, relaxing. You could hold opposite elbows or just let the arms hang. If this is too strong for your low back, you could be supporting yourself with your hands on your knees or on a chair. If you still feel any strain, it might be worthwhile to come back to upright, really turn your core on, and then come into forward fold. And turn your toes towards the left, and just sway over your toes on this side. There's just a little balance here to do this. And turn your toes to the right and sway on this side. And then turning back to center. Take the legs wide, just a little bit more than shoulder width apart with the toes turned out. We'll finish as we do with EBR1. So bring the palms together, come down into a squat. It can be a high standing squat, or it can be a right down to the ground. Feels good to get down squat. That's your in-breath. And your out-breath, you come back to forward fold and have a little sway. Breathe in. Squat and lift the heart. Should feel strong, trying to keep those arms lifted to open the heart, and then forward fold and sway. And then breathing in, one last squat. Lifting up and forward fold. Slowly uncurl the spine. Lift your arms to the sky. And have the palms facing up towards the sky. Standing in Tadasana, shoulders relaxed and down. Palms facing up. Gathering more of the golden light of whatever it is you need to meet what's here in your life. And then turn the palms to face the crown of the head, beaming that golden light to Sahasrara. I trust. I trust I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Bringing the hands down, the golden light beams to the forehead, to Ajna. I find strength. And looking within to my own inner wisdom. Like coming down to the throat. All that I express, or in the remaining silent, I find my true self. Down to the heart, beaming golden light to Anahata. May I be well, may I be at peace, and may I send that out to all that is in my life right now. Down to Manipur at the solar plexus. I am strong and confident. Down to the hips, Svadhisthana. I flow with what life brings. not resisting. And then down to Muladhara and opening the palms out, excuse me, into Tadasana, palms facing forward. I am a mountain of strength, of peace, of stability, of metta. I am a mountain of metta, loving friendliness. And then let's come down onto the floor for some floor poses to soften and soothe at the end of the day. So starting on your back and bringing the knees into the chest. And let's just give a little side to side sway, a little massage to the back. And the more you can kind of keep your knees in closer if that feels good to hit where you like to hit on your back, or you can bring them down and kind of massage into the low back. Just a little sway. Lovely. And then take the arms wide, palms facing down, and let the knees drop over to the right. Look to the left. And just breathe into that for a moment. You'll notice right at the start there's a little resistance there. And then let your feet relax, the ankles relax, the knees relax. You may want to put your right hand to the top to draw that left knee down. Relax and turn the left palm up. Let your left cheek drop over towards the earth. And then slowly take that left arm up, more on a diagonal, and begin to stretch through the fingertips as if there's something just out of your reach. You're on a diagonal, there's something just out of your reach you're reaching for, and your right hand is keeping your hips and legs really grounded as a base to reach out through the rib cage, lengthening, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lovely. And then release that, uncurl, bring the legs back to center, come up into happy baby. Press the knees down into the armpits and have that little roll side to side once again. So once again, you could have the low back on the ground. So as you roll side to side, you're getting more of a massage into your low back. Or you could squeeze your lower abdominals in and really bring the knees up into the armpits so that the massage is at the middle back. A bit more effort in that, but decide what feels good for you. And then straighten that right knee as much as you can, the right leg, as you kind of roll over towards the right, getting into your hamstring a bit. And sort of swaying side to side there. Breathe. And then bend that right knee and straighten the left leg and rolling around on that left side. So we're in this position really, we're calling it happy baby, but it's also with the legs wide like this. It's this position of trust. Isn't this what animals do when they bare their belly and say, I'm submissive to you, basically? It's acceptance. I trust you, we're going to do the right thing here. But for us, it also is a space with our nervous system where we say, okay, I trust, all is well. I can open, I can soften, I can be here with what is. And then coming back to center, either knees bent, or you could straighten them both out now if that feels good, and have this sway side to side. Go as far as it feels good. If that's not right for your legs, then just keep them bent and happy baby. They don't have to be perfectly straight. In fact, I always leave a little bit of softness. I don't lock my knees. You might want to have the knees a bit bent as you sway side to side. Having these inner thighs nice and open is actually really important for the structure of your hips. You don't want them to be super tight, and the balance between the low back muscles, the glutes, the inner thighs, all balancing the structure, which is quite complicated, of the hips. Beautiful. And then bring the knees back into the chest. Open the arms and let the legs drop over to the left. The left hand could rest gently on top of the right. And looking over to your right, palm facing upward. And feel yourself settle from the feet. Let the toes and the feet relax. The ankles, the knees, the thighs, the hips. And then begin to take the right arm up on a diagonal, palm facing up, and stretch actively through it. Reaching. There's something there just out of reach. If you could just reach another millimeter, another centimeter, and really keep the legs grounded by the left hand, hanging on to the knee, opening through the right side. Breathe deeply. Feel that right lung open and out. Rolling, uncurling back to center, knees to chest again. And now we're going to come into our heart opener. So I was telling you it'd be great to have a block or a cushion. So I'm going to show you. Some of you know what we're doing, so go ahead and come straight into it. So if you have a block, you're going to put it underneath your shoulder blades. You might have to wiggle around till you find the spot where it doesn't pinch. And then the arms come overhead or out to the side or down by the side. We're looking for that opening, so it's good if you can have them overhead at all. You start with the legs bent, but if it's okay for your low back, you could straighten them or partly straighten them. Or you could even be in butterfly pose here if that feels good, with the soles of the feet open. If the head needs support, you may just want a little small cushion or other block or folded blanket underneath the head to support you there. That feels quite good. So if you don't have a block, that's okay. You can still do this. I'll talk you through that now. If you do have a block, just stay there. Enjoy. So if you don't have a block, you could take a folded cushion, either roll it or fold it in half. Put it along your spine. You can try it first along the spine and just lay over it. That feels quite beautiful. You got to work it. Probably have it just underneath the base of the skull. Another beautiful. You can see I'm getting this heart opening here. Or you could have it, and I might want, you could also do this with a rolled mat. Another yoga mat if you happen to have two. So I can also put it the opposite way, not along the spine, but perpendicular to the spine. And you feel which one feels more supportive for you. And again, you've got options with the arms, opposite elbows, or you could have the hands, fingers interlaced, the palms touching and sort of really stretching through the arms overhead, or just the thumbs facing down, palms facing towards each other and stretching through. You could have them out like cactus arms. You could have them straight out to the side. What feels good? And really check in with your neck. If it's not good to have it laying back like this, support it as much as you need to, as much as is comfortable. That's an important part of your practice. No pain, no pain. Getting to know your body, learning how to support yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. And remember that you have choices with your legs. Legs bent, butterfly, legs straight. Have a play with where it feels good to have your legs. And we're just going to lay here for another couple of minutes. If it does begin to feel too strong for you, then you could flatten out if you've used a pillow so it's not quite so strong. Or just come out of it and lay in Shavasana, or come into a sitting forward bend or a sitting butterfly position. You choose. Breathe. open. Enjoy the feeling of your heart opening as gravity draws the shoulders back. Relax through your shoulders if possible. See if those little pockets of tension are holding on that don't really need to be there. Can you breathe them out? Your eyes and forehead relaxed, your jaw and tongue, legs, toes. Is there a place where you know you tend to hold tension in your body? If so, just check in with it. And breathe. Imagine that you are with the forest spirits and you've come empowered with the weapon of the Karaniya Metta Sutta, loving friendliness. All that is arising in my life, may you be well. May you be at peace. May you be well. May you be at peace. May you be well. May you be at peace. And then one last deep breath in. And as you breathe out, if your arms are up, they come down, bending the knees if the legs are straight, rolling over onto one side to come out of this posture, taking your supports out of the way. And we'll come straight into a forward fold. So I'm going to give you the choice whether that's going to be a butterfly forward fold or the legs straight, maybe supported with a cushion under the knees since we're keeping things soft. You choose. Soften and relax, just countering that backward bending movement with a forward fold, letting the arms come forward. Having a lovely release in the opposite direction for your heart space. And breathe. If you know you're working with inner thigh flexibility, then you might want to be in butterfly with the soles touching. If you know you need more hamstring flexibility, then maybe sitting forward fold. And wherever you are, breathing in, rising up. You can do this in either posture and take the right arm back, look towards it. Breathe out, come back to your fold. Breathe in, take the left arm back, look towards it. And come back to your fold. And whichever pose you're in, you have access to your toes. You might have to bend your knees a bit more if you're in forward fold and you're not reaching quite to there. So give your toes a little massage. A little bit of TLC. It's a really good practice every day, even just to take a moment to massage some part of your body, to bring loving kindness and compassion to these parts of your body. Stretch your toes, create space between them, stretch them one way and the other. Lovely. And then just give a little rub to the tops of them. Beautiful. Breathing in, rising, roll the shoulders back. Just sit for a second in Dandasana. If your legs were bent in butterfly, just bring them straight for a second, but not locked at the knees. And tune in, just as we do with mountain pose standing. This is kind of a sitting mountain pose in staff pose Dandasana. So from the hips up, We want a silver cord lifting you to the sky through the crown of the head, the shoulders open, the three curves of the spine present. So the lower back just gently curved, coming into the thoracic, gentle curve, and then the cervical spine with the chin just slightly tucked and probably needing to draw a little bit towards your shoulders to bring the ear over the center of the shoulders, breathing. Drop your pelvic floor, firm your core muscles from the belly button down, and then make yourself a couple of centimeters taller. Really. And then we'll finish with inversion tonight. So you should be feeling nice and open through here. So you know you have your usual options with bringing the folded cushion or a block underneath the sacrum. For Viparita Karani, you could have, if you have a wall next to you, just bring your feet up the wall. You could, if you have a chair close by, pop your feet up on the chair, however feels good for you. Or you could choose to take this opportunity to lift into shoulder stand. So if you have no blanket supports under your shoulders, just keep it a really soft shoulder stand. And make sure you're not looking at me. You're looking up towards the sky, even though I'm looking at you. And you should be, if your hamstrings are long enough, if you're used to shoulder stand or plow, you might be able to bring the feet over towards the ground because your hamstrings are long enough from the day. If you do have, I'm just going to talk you through this as you're choosing your inversion. If you do have some sort of folded blanket or cushion that you could put underneath your torso, so your shoulders are on there but your head is off, that's a really good support to take a little bit of flexion out of your neck if you are lifting high into shoulder stand. And wherever you are, you want your elbows close together as you lift. That's as high as my neck wants to go tonight comfortably. And it's a shoulder stand, not a neck stand. The weight's in my upper arms and shoulders. And from here I could drop. Remember also that you have the options with your, if you're in shoulder stand or plow, to vary that a little bit. You might have the feet over towards the right or over towards the left. You might be in a wide-legged plow, even if the toes aren't touching the ground. And you're actively lifting to the sky. But all this might be irrelevant if you've just got the legs of the wall, which is absolutely beautiful and restorative and powerful. So you choose what's right for you tonight. But all of these, every single one of these that I've presented to you, are a beautiful way to finish the day. They're all cooling and soothing to the nervous system. Feeling as if there are cool waves of metta flowing down through the body and out through the crown of the head, helping clear away anything that is not really you, that's not your true nature. Resentments and anger and bitterness, stress and overwhelm, all are completely normal. But we can let them pass as well, not hang on to them, not create an identity from them. Let them pass like clouds in the sky as we beam the golden sunshine of friendliness, goodwill towards all that is, towards what's difficult here in your life. And so we're going to flow from here down into Shavasana for deep relaxation. If you have been in a shoulder stand, and you'll want to counter that with either sitting forward bend, or with child's pose, or if fish pose is part of your practice. I won't show it to you here, then you could choose fish pose. And then meeting at Shavasana. If there's something I haven't done for you tonight that you'd like to do before you come into Shavasana, please feel free to do that. This is your practice. And so listening to your body as you come into deep relaxation. Making sure you're warm. If you have an eye pillow, this time of year you might even want to do a heated wheat pack or something at your belly or your heart. Would be delicious. You choose what's right for you. And so let's begin to settle our bodies. And beginning to focus on your exhalation. Emptying out the day. Feeling that with your next exhalation, there is a softness around the head and face, sort of a melting into this moment of stillness, savoring and appreciating this pause, really even this full stop you've put in the middle of your day, not middle, end of your day. And with your next exhalation, feeling a softening across the shoulders and arms and hands. And with your next exhalation, a softening around your heart and belly and spine. And with your next exhalation, a softening down your legs. And with your next exhalation, feeling an invitation for the whole body to soften. To soften, to release, or to simply be present. To feel that you are landing perhaps in your body after a busy day of using your mind a lot. Re-inhabiting all the corners of your radiant, beautiful body. And then in the way of the Karaniya Metta Sutta, bringing to mind someone you love. And saying to them, may you be well. May you be at peace. May you feel the true peace within your own heart. Bringing to mind a teacher, a guide, a mentor, someone who has cared for you, helped shape you, gave you time, inspiration, guidance. And as you bring this person or this being to mind, saying to them, may you be well. May you be happy and healthy and feel whole and complete. And may you feel true peace in your heart. And then bringing yourself to mind. Firstly, yourself as a child. See yourself so lovable and cute. And saying to your child self, may you be well. May you be happy and healthy. May you find joy and life and peace in your heart. And see yourself as you are now. Feel yourself whole and complete and perfect as you are. May I be well. May I be at peace. May I meet all that life brings with the love and kindness and peace in my heart. And then bringing to mind your inner circle. This may be family, friends, the people you love and trust, the people that love and trust you. And for this inner circle, saying to all of them, may you be well. May we be well together. May we find love and peace and support together in our own hearts and in our collective heart. And then bringing to mind the next level of your circle of influence. This may be extended family, acquaintances, people you interact with at work, at sport, with your children, church, whatever it is you're involved in, that next level of people, not your inner circle, but acquaintances, friends. And saying to all of them, including yourself, may we be well together. May we be happy and healthy together. May we know true peace together. And may we create more peace in the world together. And then going to the next circle again, to people you don't even know, but you're still part of each other's lives and interconnected. People in your country, people in your town, people on planet Earth, and all beings, animals, trees, plants. May we all be well. May we all be at peace and live in harmony together. May we all find true peace within our own hearts and within our collective hearts. And then finally bringing to mind one last time that forest spirit, that challenge in your life right now that you dedicated your practice to, whether it is a thought, a voice in your head, a challenging situation, a challenging relationship, whatever it might be. bring it to mind and reaffirm once again, I stand here with you with a courageous heart filled with metta. May we be well. May we find peace together. May you be well. May you be at peace. May we be well. May we find peace together. And then taking another deep breath in and out. Wiggle those beautiful fingers and toes and feeling yourself reawakening, moving in whatever way you need to. Now transformed into your true form as a goddess of compassion and love and kindness, a goddess of peace and presence in this amazing body that you've been gifted for this lifetime. And as you come up to sitting, bringing a hand to your chest and a hand to your heart once again. Tune into your heart center, tune into your instinctive center in your belly, connected to who you are. And reaffirming for that place within you and around you that is difficult right now, your intention. Who I am, my true nature is a courageous heart filled with metta. And then bringing your hands to meet in Anjali Mudra, the thumbs just touching at the heart space, acknowledging the loving kindness within you. So thankful for the loving kindness in everyone who shared your practice tonight. And acknowledging the loving kindness of all living beings as we bow and say Namaste.